official than either of us, and
Yeah,
we're
no,
live and I got caught.
no, I'm not gonna lie. No, he does look way more official than this because he's got his hair all done up. He looks like honestly, he looks like he's about to be on call for this Lightning game tonight.
And he's got the microphone.
Exactly. Like
I got the streaming, podcast thing going, even though I don't have one of those. So it's nice I can finally actually use the shit that I have.
All right. What's going on, ladies, gentlemen, people everywhere? Welcome to, I don't even know what to call this, the last Run and Gun podcast.
Honestly, at this point,
It's the last run. It's the last run podcast. The last run podcast. There we go.
Will be.
It was flag on the play, then it was penalty talk.
It still is penalty talk.
Still is.
This is just a show for it. But anyway, I'm Ace. You know this one up here, and we have a special guest part of the penalty talk. Well, you should be doing your part. I left it open for you to say it, but you didn't say it. You were on your phone.
How y'all doing this evening, folks? I'm JPeeps. You know how this goes.
Any froze.
We got our brother. He joining us this week. Go ahead, tell him about yourself.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay.
Dalton is joining the show.
My name's Dalton. Welcome to the podcast. Their podcast, not mine. Theirs. Give props to them. Really, I'm just a big Lightning fan, basically.
I'm going to be distracted this entire show watching it, so don't worry about me.
Yeah, I probably will be too.
So I'll be doing most of the talking this evening. Got it.
No, we will all be doing the talking. It's just, I'll zone out for like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll try to give my take on NBA and NFL news, but I haven't really kept up with it,
Yeah, we got some interesting stuff going on. We got of course, the conference finals for
NBA finals.
NBA finals.
We have a coach tonight.
We have a coach in the HBCU world that said that his goal is ultimately to win an FCS national championship, not a Celebration Bowl.
Who said that? Well, let's talk about it. I'm assuming
we'll talk about it tonight. And then also, too, the national alumni president tried to tell me that y'all hear about it tonight. We finna roll.
What did he say? All right, just roll the intro. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. Let's hit this intro and get going.
Yes, let's, because it's going to be big. It's going to be very big. So the first thing we got to open up with, of course, is the hockey. You know it.
They got 10 minutes till puck drop.
So let's talk about it then before they drop the puck.
Yeah, I won't be distracted for 10 minutes. Let's go.
Same. I'll try not to be either.
All right. So Eastern Conference Finals starts tonight. This is going to be a rematch of the 2015 Eastern Conference Finals. But I'm going to start with a question of it before we talk about the actual series. Which goalie battle are you going to find more interesting? The one from 2015 between Big Ben and the King, Big Ben Bishop and Henrik Lundqvist, or Andrei Vasilevsky and Igor Shesterkin?
That's a tough one.
Oh, my bad. That wasn't supposed to go up there yet.
That's a tough one, honestly. I don't know.
I know.
That's really tough because I feel like, in a way, they kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily shadow or image them because they're still their own person. But honestly, just seeing Big Cat on the ice, that guy is like, deserves to be up on that, like Mount Rushmore, like they were saying. I don't know. I'm really interested in Vasi versus Igor.
So you're saying that he does deserve to be on Mount Rushmore. So you would put him up there with Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I can get with it.
I think when it's all said and done, Vasilevsky's gonna be probably better than Martin Brodeur and all the other goalies.
Oh, yeah, I think so too.
He'll
So
be
would-
the greatest goalie.
So I asked Ace this: Would you call what's going on in Tampa right now a dynasty?
Yes. Well,
For sure.
it's a dynasty in the sense it's been running since 2015, but I'd
Yes.
say it'll be a definitive dynasty like history edge if they three-peat, because I mean teams gone back to back before, like
Mhm.
Penguins, but in order to be called a dynasty, you got to win 3.
Yeah, and I think it is critical that they do take at least one game in New York.
Mm-hmm.
For me, you got to get at least one, and then you got to sweep them in games 3 and 4 back to back. You got to get those two.
So you won it over in 5 then.
Truthfully speaking, if we're being realistic as far
Or
as the
6.
finals,
Yeah.
you want to get this over as quickly as possible.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't leave it long enough because Igor is gonna keep him in it, and it's gonna be thing. If game 1, I have a feeling it's gonna end. If they had point, I would say this game's gonna look very similar to how it was the first time they played the Islanders. They had like a week off, and the Islanders just came off of game 7, and they beat the brakes out of them 8-1.
Mhm.
But I don't know how it's gonna look without point. Who knows?
Right.
That's true. He's still out. That's kind of interesting.
Well, they didn't have Stamkos back then, and they did it. So I mean, if Stamkos can do it, I mean,
Yeah.
So this brings me to this question: How must the Lightning come out after a long playoff? After a long layoff?
don't come out flat like how you were in game 1 against Toronto.
I agree.
Yep.
I would actually like to stay up and watch this game. I would not like to go to bed early.
This game will be done probably by 10:30.
It's true.
And in my case, 9:30.
Oh yeah, you're central.
Yeah, he's got it good.
The beauty of Central Coast. Central.
He's got it good. Now for the game out west. Do the Avalanche look to
No.
be on their way to the sweep? No.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
I got to see what happens with what's I think Ranta's the goalie, and no Kemper's the goalie. If he plays, I do think it could be probably like a 5-game series, but if he doesn't, that's gonna be a long series for the Avs because McDavid will keep them in it. McDavid has finally shown up in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, him and Leon Draisaitl.
That's scary.
That's scary. Like I don't know what's scarier. I also think McKinnon and McCarr as well. And Rantanen too. Yeah.
So Mr. Sasser.
Yes.
That was wrong of ESPN just now. They in the highlight tape of the playoffs, they showed Point getting hurt.
Oh.
And in pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, Mr. Sasser.
Oh, well.
How many games will decide the East and the West?
I honestly think if Oilers can keep Avs and McKinnon at bay, I think it might go to 6 or maybe even the whole way to 7. But on the East, I'm thinking 5 or 6. Maybe
it'll
6.
Be 6.
At 6 at least.
6
the most.
I wouldn't want that to go to 7 back in New York, even though they've already done it in the past. Without Point, I would try to get this over and done with without pushing it. Without Point.
Something that someone pointed out to me though about the Rangers for some reason, it's actually kind of funny. It's like you watch a Rangers game and then you watch a Lightning game, and it's like the Rangers arena is so dead, in my opinion. Versus the Lightning arena, like Amalie Arena is just jumping. Maybe it's
Emily was kind of quiet when I was watching the game 6 when they were playing Toronto. That overtime period was dead silent because they were so nervous about what was going to happen.
Of course.
And then Point scored, and that place just won off.
Of course. And then, see, here's the thing too: is like what's it called? Toronto was jumping the whole entire series. the Maple Leafs arena was jumping.
Scotia was going.
But it's just like I don't know what it is about New York. I guess
that was, I think, $300 for a top level seat. Like the worst seat in the whole building was $300.
Oh,
For a
$300
round
for a
one.
nosebleed.
So.
Yeah.
Barclay Goodrow is the only New York Rangers player on the roster with a Stanley Cup. The Lightning have 17 total guys.
Well, that's the entire roster, mostly.
True.
And they lost 3 of them, including Goodrow, last year.
It is true. Vasilevsky in the second round versus the Panthers 4-0. 0.75.
981. That is the 981 one. That is what you got to watch.
Oh, yeah. Igor Shis. I don't know how to say his name.
Durkin.
Durkin.
0.949 save percentage.
I think he's Russian too, you know.
It makes sense. The last name like that, he has to be Russian. I don't even mean that. I mean,
there's a bunch of Eastern Europeans with that same type of name, and they don't like it if you call them a Russian because that's all former Soviet Union stuff.
Let me stop.
Ukraine stuff. So yeah, no.
We need to stop.
I wouldn't go with that, but I do think he's actually Russian though.
It is true.
All right.
Also, there's something interesting that happened. The Canadians, they hired Martin St. Louis as their head coach.
Well, he was the interim,
Whoa,
for the second half of the season. He was like the interim head coach for the second half of the season when they brought in LeCavalier to help him out, and then they put LeCavalier as the assistant or like GM or something like. They put him in like an executive level position, and they gave Martin St. Louis the head coaching position. But do with that what you will.
Interesting.
Yeah, that number 10,
Mr.
Panarin. Mr. Panarin scares me a lot. I get 2019 flashbacks when I think of Panarin.
So now we can transition on to the NBA, but I got to give a shout out to the incomparable Marching 100. Today is their anniversary. June 1st, 1946 to now June 1st, 2022. 76 years. Wait, no.
Oh, game 1's tomorrow? I thought game 1 was tonight for the NBA.
Yeah, game 1 is tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, I believe it. Well, it is. It has been. It is 76 years. Let's see, 1946 minus 2022.
That's a long time.
76 years of musical excellence, dedication to service, precision in marching, and just outright the best musicianship ever.
Okay, go away, bow tie. You kind of suck.
Oh my god. Well, before we do, I want to hear Mr. Sassor's take on the March 100. I know he's a music concierge. So if there's anyone to listen to, it would be this guy.
Kind of, I guess. But I've never heard of. I'm sorry, but I've never heard of the Marching 100 till this now.
Yes, you have. Yes, you
have.
No,
I haven't. No, I really haven't. I'm really serious.
All right, I'm gonna start digging the 6 feet.
Yeah,
I gotta start digging the 6 feet.
Might as well.
Let me get my shovel.
Yeah,
I gotta get my shovel.
Oh Jesus! I guess I'll just have to send him some YouTube videos later.
Yeah, just do it.
I will. Oh boy! But yeah, happy anniversary to the March 100.
Is it anniversary or birthday? No, I guess anniversary.
They were founded on June 1st, 1946.
So anniversary.
6th anniversary. They have a Sudler Trophy. They're the only HBC with a Sudler Trophy. So that goes to show that the award normally goes to team bands like Ohio State as such. So I'll let you do that. I'll let you do with that what you may.
All right. Yeah. Distraction has started.
As the NBA part of the show starts, that's when the distraction starts, ironically.
Yep.
So what we have here is we have an NBA Finals matchup that's quite interesting. You have the Splash Brothers, or the
Splash Triplets.
Yeah, against Jason Tatum and this Boston Celtics team. So first thing,
no love for the no dribble Brown. Jaylen Brown, he does not dribble. His handle's so bad, but yeah, he could get you 25.
Honestly, really, if you really know how to work in the paint, and if you really know how to work your way around the court and just get
You're
open,
good.
exactly. And this is the benefits of honestly. This is why it pays to be a big man in basketball. This is what I think the forgotten art of basketball is. I'm not saying he's a big man, but I'm saying
No. I'm gonna end you in 2 seconds. All right.
what.
Really, they score in minute and 50 in.
Wait, who did?
They let Zibanejad right in front of Vasilevsky.
Oh my gosh! So that was quick. Jeez.
Damn.
Nope, there goes my 8-1 prediction.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe. That was a bad defense. Who was on defense in that play? I didn't even see it.
That was.
I was about to end you on big men in the NBA, and I saw that. Bro, what were you doing, McDonough? He was busy trying to hit somebody, and Bogosian overcommitted.
Mm.
Okay.
My two least favorite defensemen just bootied up. All right.
Okay.
That's it now.
Like I was saying though,
Back to ending your center. Continue so I can end you.
I'm not saying that he is a center.
No. That's not my point. I'm gonna end you
What
with.
I'm saying is this is one of the benefits of being a center and being a big man, and this is my take of it, honestly. And this is why I think the eras are so different. Is it pays to be a big man because you don't have to dribble to work the ball inside and just dominate. If you know how to use your body and play, you can do damage and get that 25 a night or more. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
So hey, go ahead. Come on, try to end me.
No, it depends on what you mean by a big man, like forward big man or center big man.
I mean, honestly, I grew up watching Shaq and all those guys and Alonzo Mourning, so I say center big man.
Okay, I'm gonna end you. When was the last time a center made the finals as the best player on the team? I'll wait.
As the best player on the team.
2009.
Yeah, that is true. And I will say this. It's because of, again, the game has changed. Everybody wants to shoot. And honestly, hey, I can't be mad at it. I prefer one way of playing the game, but threes are what gets oohs and ahs.
No, not even the threes. It's just the best player on the team is in the center to get into a championship team.
He was looking to try to end somebody. I'm talking about what sells tickets and what puts butts in seats. And that's
threes and dribbles and dunks.
Like I said,
not the mid-range game that you get easy playoff points off of.
Exactly. Everybody, we got a ooh and we got a ah, and that's why you got these kids in these doggone what's it called? These AAU tournaments that can't shoot to save their lives, but yet they try to shoot.
Why would you try a cross-ice pass? Like literally cross-ice.
But as far as X factors, how are we feeling about tomorrow night?
The first name starts with a W. It's Mr. Wiggins. It's Wiggins and Smart.
True.
That's who the X factors in the series, and maybe Poole. But if Gary Payton locks up Brown, which I think because he's gonna be back, and he's been playing good defense, so I expect Gary Payton to be getting a lot of Jaylen Brown. But if Wiggins gets over 20 in this series, I think Golden State's probably gonna win this before 6.
I agree.
Yeah, my prediction overall on the final is either going to be ending in 6 or 7. As much as I really feel like the Celtics can win, I don't know. I might be leaning towards the Warriors. I don't know.
It just feels like the Warriors are going to get it.
It really does. Like as much as I really want the Celtics to win it, yeah, I think the Warriors are going to win it.
It is true. So I like this thing right here. Where does Curry sit on the all-time list with a win this year? So remind me, I believe didn't he have 3 rings currently?
Yes, he has 3.
All right, so
one more to tie Bron.
So I mean, honestly, I probably put him maybe behind or at a tie with LeBron. Maybe honestly, I don't see him. He's not. I can tell you now, he's no Magic Johnson. He's no Michael Jordan. He's no Larry Bird. But I mean, he's earned a spot on the list. I mean, you can even tell like the 1975, I guess, the 2010s all-decade team, he's on it. He's definitely on it. But yeah, he's not one of the like goat. He's not one of the top tier goats of the NBA. Like Jordan, Bird, Magic, all in a tier on their own. And Jordan is the reason that the NBA is an international entity.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he ain't touching them. Plus, honestly, I've seen the meme a couple of times.
It's mostly between Braun and KD. I was asking it for is why I put that question in there because Flash's favorite boy Stephen A said he ain't touching KD, he ain't KD or whatever on the all time. I'm like, what? They said Golden State needed. They said Golden State needed KD to win the ring. I'm like, Golden State won it before, and Steph Curry had a bum ankle the entire time they was playing against Cleveland in the second time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then KD's the only reason why he was doing good the entire 2 games he played. All you gotta do is just watch you don't even have to watch the game, just watch the highlights. Every time KD got a bucket, count how many guys are next to Curry.
Oh yeah, of course. You could probably say the same for Clay. And they both are just stuck on this hockey game.
Sorry.
They are stuck on it.
Sorry.
But yeah, tell me more about the Lakers hiring Bucks assistant Darvin Ham. I was gonna say I know he ain't free.
Like excellency in a head coaching position of the Lakers. Who knows?
Look, at this point, LeBron still just runs the show. We know what this is. And like I said, I know Mr. Sasser knows. I know Ace knows. Like LeBron still runs the show. It don't matter who the coach is. They just got to have a coach because they got to have someone in that spot.
Pretty much. Yeah, except KD and Kyrie went the hard way. They can't just. They still need someone of coaching.
Mm-hmm. It's like LeBron almost keeps the coach in check sometimes. Maybe I don't know. Exactly. It's like Tom Brady. It's like you can't coach Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the coach. He's like, no, I'll tell you how to coach better.
Yeah. Truthfully,
it might be the same with the new head coach too for the Bucks. You know, Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles, yeah.
I mean, honestly, he's a defensive mind, but I know what you mean. When quarterbacks reach a certain level of years and a certain level of seniority in the league, and same thing with basketball, guys, the greats. When you reach a certain level, nobody's going to tell you what to do, honestly.
No. You're just going to go out there and say,
exactly.
Get 35 points, get 40 points, you know.
Exactly. And see, the thing, nobody's busting LeBron in the ass in the film room. Nobody would bust Kobe in the ass in the film room. Nobody's busting Jordan in the ass in the film room. No. And same thing with the NFL with certain quarterbacks. Nobody's busting them in the ass.
No.
The guy that's still trying to find his way, that's who's busting the behind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the truth of it. But yeah, Darvin Ham, we'll see. He's just a substitute teacher that's watching all the kids in class, honestly. If I'm really being honest.
That's all he has to do is manage rotations and know where to put the guys.
Bingo.
That is it. Well, Braun will handle the play calling and whatever. He just got to know, okay, this is where everybody goes, and then LeBron will call the plays.
Exactly. And there was something else regarding the NBA I wanted to talk about. Oh, the Jimmy Butler thing. Do we believe or do we feel
showing that? Please, ESPN. Nobody wants to see it.
Yeah, no, literally, we really don't. Do we believe that Jimmy Butler should have driven to the hole and got a foul?
Yes.
Absolutely, 100%. He should have.
Okay, I'm glad we all in agreement.
Yeah.
Jimmy ain't that kind of knockdown shooter. Just, okay, here you go.
Like, I understand why, maybe he would have gone for the 3, but I'm like, you're also, the best on the team, on the roster right now. So it's like, just drive to the hole.
My thing, see,
you're going to get a foul.
See, here we go again. Ace, here we go again. What did I say earlier about playing the game?
You need to know how to cut
Playing the game in the
and
paint.
drive.
Yeah.
Playing the game in the paint.
Which is why Cole Anthony is not a starting point guard. Sorry, Magic Twitter will get at me for saying that sometimes.
I mean, hey, but
And that is why Markelle Fultz will be the starter next year, not Cole Anthony.
I mean,
Cole Anthony, I think, shot like he was shot horrendous around the rim. I don't know the exact number, but it was under 30% he shot by the rim.
I like Markelle Fultz. I have high hopes for him, honestly.
Markelle shot like almost 55.
Oh, we got a fight. Oh,
Colton, who are you gonna beat?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Colton.
I got interesting. They had to pull him away. But it's okay. We're all right.
They'll say penalty on the
Oh.
Lightning, nothing on the Rangers. That's generally how it goes. Watch.
Wow. So while we're looking at the replay, oh, that's why. And they didn't like that. Okay.
What was it? I didn't see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
because Perry was trying to deflect it, and then it got caught in Shesterkin's glove at the same time.
Yeah.
AKA the Worm. That's his
Yeah.
nickname.
Yeah.
And that brings us
Instigator.
out to the hot topics. We got a lot of stuff in hot topics to get to. It's actually pretty interesting this evening. So, first thing regarding hot topics is this. I actually want to ask this question right away because I saw this pop up on Twitter. Former running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Should Fred Taylor be in the Hall of Fame? He's up there, honestly, with guys like Curtis Martin and company. Actually, let me see if I can actually
I don't know.
find actual numbers for this. Because it was
All right. Well,
actually.
you find the numbers. We're gonna be watching a game.
Well, no, someone needs to talk.
Okay, fine. Stamkos shoved the dude in the corner. Now they're all slashing Palat. And Sarai tries to keep it in. Then Stamkos gets it to Ruda. And then Stamkos one-timers, and he scores.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that. I call the game, and he scores.
Damn, I'm
Minchkin does it?
delayed over here. I guess maybe.
How does
there it
Minchkin?
is.
How does Minchkin say it?
Oh, yeah, you got
Stamkos scores. Stamkos.
Y'all got to put more soul into it when y'all do that.
I'm sorry, I don't have the deepness. Okay,
Okay,
I'm not doing it on YouTube or
So-
whatever. But you get the point.
So back to
Yep.
back to this thing with Fred Taylor. So Fred Taylor actually ranks as far as most rushing yards from 1998 to 2007. Fred Taylor's got more yards than LaDainian Tomlinson, who's in the Hall of Fame, and Curtis Martin, who's in the Hall of Fame. So the only running back in that span who has more yards than him is Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James has 11,607 yards. Fred Taylor has 10,715.
So you're saying LaDainian Tomlinson has more yards than him, or
He has
less?
yards.
Less?
Less yards.
How many games played?
When was LaDainian Tomlinson inducted in the Hall of Fame?
Oh my gosh, I think, geez, honestly, because I know for a fact him and Curtis Martin, in my opinion, should not have gotten in when they got in. Geez, I know it was here in the last 5 years. I know that much.
LT got in. I want to say like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago. And honestly, to be honest, Terrell Davis was another guy that I felt like could have waited his turn.
Yeah.
I think honestly part of it is because people are gonna look at Fred Taylor.
Kucherov should have put that at home.
People are gonna look at Fred Taylor and be like, he played for the Jaguars, so let's kind of wait a while. Because the same thing happened to
That's
Tony
partially
Bell.
why LT got in. He played with the Pats.
Yeah, he was inducted in 17. LaDainian.
Oh, so 5 years ago.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah,
He has less? He has less than Fred Taylor? I've never heard of Fred Taylor.
Dude, honestly, see, the thing is,
I haven't really kept up with that much news of that news.
It's
Fred
the Jaguars. No one really pays attention to the Jaguars, but yeah.
Yeah.
Fred Taylor had more if he had been splitting time with Maurice Jones-Drew towards his career. But Fred
Yeah,
Taylor,
MJD, Kucherov. Oh,
But I mean, if you surpass Ladanian and those others, then yeah.
well,
Yeah,
Damien
I don't
got
see
in
what-
fast just because he was with those Patriot teams.
he had to play against them.
He played against them, but didn't he join them at the
It's
end?
true.
No, he was with the Jets.
I swore with Damien played with the Patriots.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, he played for the Jets towards the end of his career. He was
Ugh.
very.
Damn.
I know because, like I said, he went from TCU to the Chargers, and then
That I do remember. I remember most of that, but after that, I don't
because I
remember.
mean we all grew up because he was with the Chargers from 2001 to 2009, and then he was with the Jets from 2010 to 2011.
Oh,
He was in the same division as the Patriots, and even when he was a Charger,
that's why I mixed it up. I would have swore he was with. I knew he was with the Chargers for a long time.
he was there when
He was when Breeze and Gates were all together.
Yep.
And then Breeze's shoulder went bye-bye, and then he stayed, Antonio stayed, and Phil came over and took up. No, I don't want to reboot my computer. Stop it. I'm about to say this thing gave me a countdown. Said your computer is gonna restart, and
But more of the story is I think they're gonna make him wait for it, but I think Fred Taylor does deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. If you're gonna put LaDainian Tomlinson in there, and if you're gonna put Curtis Martin in there, you gotta put Fred Taylor in.
Yep.
The other thing too is John Madden is going to be on the cover of his own video game this year, Madden 23.
yep,
It's only right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, John Madden. Sorry, I was I was thinking of someone else. The whole thing with John Gruden and stuff. Sorry. Let's not go into that. We don't need to go into that. Sorry.
My face is perfect.
Your face was perfect because you and me had the same look. Like, no, he did not. No, he did just not. No, he did not do that.
All right, my.
I mean, if you were
It's all
to think, I mean, I wouldn't have thought initially of Gruden. I would have thought, Joe Madden from like when he was with the Rays, maybe.
Well, that's what I thought.
That's what his brain thought. That's what I
too.
thought at first, and then I'm like, no, he thought.
That's what
Nah,
I
but
thought.
I'm like, who else could they have put? Real, let's be real. Jonathan Taylor maybe would have been the only one I could see having a claim, or Aaron Donald, or
Aaron
Cooper Kupp.
Donald probably.
It would have been
yeah.
Aaron Donald, Taylor, or
Cooper Kupp.
Madden.
Cooper Kupp.
And I forgot Madden died last year. I thought it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp. Honestly, I think Cooper Kupp.
It feels like so long since he died.
Because it was around. No, it wasn't around Christmas. It was like, oh, geez.
Oh yeah, actually, can we do a condolences to the football player that passed away?
Yeah.
Oh
man,
yes,
What was
yes.
it?
Dude, that was shocking. I can't believe that. I didn't want to believe that until and then.
Condolences to Jeff Glad. What's his name? Gladney. What's his first name? Jeff Joe. I have no idea what his first name was. My apologies, but condolences to Gladney and Smith today. Both gone a little too soon. I've come to peace. For my personal stuff. I'm like, if you're over 70, I've come to peace with you dying. But anyone before 70, I feel like you still had time on your clock.
Oh yeah,
And
anyone
then
before 30, it's just like.
Marion Barber had 1,156 rushing attempts, 4,780 yards, 53 touchdowns, 179.
He averaged over 4 yards a carry. That's not bad.
6 receiving touchdowns, 1,330 receiving yards. He was a good back when he was in Dallas. So it's crazy how many good players Dallas has had that just
good running backs. They've always had good running backs.
Of course, dude. It goes all the way back to Tony Dorsett and even beyond that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like they've just. Look at DeMarco Murray. Remember DeMarco Murray just came out of nowhere and he was good for like 3 years.
That is a team that should have gotten a Super Bowl, but Dez caught it. And the NFL since then has ruled it that Dez caught it. But
Yeah, that I still don't know what a catch is to this day. But
me
what do you
neither.
guys think about two things, actually there's four things we still have to touch up on. What you guys thought about Sue being out the door? We kind of knew that one since like
I kind of
March.
figured, honestly.
But Akeem Hicks coming in and mentoring Logan Hall.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Give
I
him
mean,
an extra year to learn.
Yeah.
And also Logan Hall can start as rotational.
it makes sense given that Sue has time on his time is almost up. Honestly, no matter how much you want to say, these guys are young. Sue and
I
Joe.
don't like I don't want to interrupt out of that. You're talking about the time left on the clock, and I'm thinking about how the Bucks fan try to downplay his thing. Sue is a good part of the reason why they got pressure on Breeze in the divisional and why they got pressure on Rodgers in the
Of course,
championship the year they won.
of course, yeah, no, he is, and honestly, it's gonna be rough seeing him go. But I'm at the same time too. I say this: him and Joe McCoy came in the league at the same time. Joe
Yeah.
McCoy has one foot out the door already. If I'm being honest,
Jerry McCoy's gotten tough injury luck.
exactly because he's getting older. His body is not what it used to be, and that's what happens. And so, same thing's happening likely with Sue. Only Sue probably is taking care of his body more so. So it happens. It just happens.
And then the Raiders working out cap, even though I don't think they said it was going to amount to anything. I don't know. You got to get signed first.
Look,
Yeah.
I mean, who is the backup on the Raiders right now? Is it still Peterman, or they got rid of him after Gruden got fired?
I think Gruden got rid of Peterman because
Gruden kept Peterman.
I was gonna say because
He was Gruden's pet or whatever.
Gruden used to flame him, especially on Hard Knocks.
That was his boy, I've had enough conversation with John Gruden. Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Cap. That's all I'm gonna say. I think.
Cap I hope he gets a shot on them.
I hope so
Even
too.
just backing up Carr.
I'd be fine with that. I'm getting paid. I'm sitting on the bench. I'm like, oh, dude, that's perfect. And then if God forbid Carr gets hurt, I have Hunter Renfro to throw to. I've got Devontae Adams to throw to. Plus, I have legs that I can work with. I got Josh Jacobs in the backfield, and then Darren Waller.
Waller.
I got Waller to work with the tight end. Like, dude, if I'm Kaepernick, I have a good situation offensively if something were to happen to Derek Carr. But at the same time, too, I'm ecstatic and I'm happy that I'm backing up Derek Carr.
Yep.
So I mean that's my take. Yeah. One thing happened too. So specific coaches out there saying that they prefer the FCS playoffs and the chance to win a national championship over going to the Celebration Bowl. Morgan State's new hired head coach came out and said that earlier. So Damian
That's
Wilson.
the second time I've heard of Morgan State in the news today.
Well, the first thing was
Kucherov. Gotta put that away. I know he got tripped up there, but still, he had a wide open net. It's just Sturkin tripped him up.
The first thing with Morgan State was they're offering a chance to go back to school for free for.
Yeah, that is the one I heard.
And then it's also this. So yeah.
Damn.
Damon Wilson's goal at Morgan State is winning not just a Celebration Bowl, but a national championship. Which, honestly, given the fact that there's so many people out there that are just blind to the fact that, why do we need to go to the FCS playoffs when we have the Celebration Bowl? For those that sit underneath a rock all day. And honestly, the opinion of the players seems to matter more in my opinion.
I shouldn't be laughing this hard, but I was thinking about 2 weeks ago, and we had that whole thing, or the last week we had the whole thing with them people. They said how we didn't talk about no other FCS school or HBCU it was other than FAMU. I remember that.
Yeah. See, it's kind of funny because and I think the stupidest thing I've seen is honestly the whole fact of if you're not Grambling or if you're not South Carolina State or Jackson State or whoever or A&T, you don't need to speak on the Celebration Bowl. One, that's just boneheaded and ignorant. Because first of all, I thought we were all supposed to be supporting this game for the culture and everything. But to tell certain people shut up and don't worry about it, you're the equivalent to Fox News. So that's that's my take of that. Secondly,
Yeah.
if you get a taste of one, I can understand if you want to keep going back to it. Same reason why, fam, you got a taste of the FCS playoffs. They saw what they need to do and get better at. So they should want to go back. And honestly, the opinion of the players too. If you see the success that North Dakota State's having as an HBCU, I want to play against them. I want to go against Jacksonville State and Samford and Kennesaw. I want to play them. Why wouldn't you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, now what was this thing that Flash was saying?
Oh,
USF National Alumni President.
Oh, yeah. Dalton doesn't know. So yeah. So
okay, catch me up here.
That's our inside joke on him. It's a running gag.
National Alumni Association president because that's all he ever.
No, it's now St. Leo.
It's now St. Leo. So it's now the St. Leo National Alumni President. So before he was USF National Alumni President because he just loved to talk about USF and how eventually one of these days they're going to finally beat UCF.
Oh, well, I guess he's still USF then.
Yeah, in like 20 years from now, probably, yeah.
And then, he has, and then the thing is, too.
Oh, Sergey just saved the goal right there. Good job, Sergey.
He has this love for, the administration of USF not caring. So I'm gonna run you through some tweets that we've had in this discussion today that I had to get them. I didn't want to do it, but I had to get them because all I said was, it's ironic. Because here's what it says. What would have to happen for a swag school to beat North Dakota State? And I said, removing North Dakota State's recruiting footprint in Florida because they recruit Florida very well. And he was like, that's a big one because a lot of Florida kids go to North Dakota State. And I was like, exactly. It's one element. And so he carries – oh, no. My bad. That was a separate discussion. The other one was I was saying – geez, where is it at? No, I was saying that it's kind of ironic Tennessee and Nebraska fans are the most passionate, seeing as though they haven't had a title in over 20 years. And then he comes back and says USF is not in the least passionate is a crime because none of the kids there cared about the sport or even the fans. And I told him, obviously, straight up and forward, you should just left it at this. USF has never won anything. All they've done is become number 2 in the nation in 2007. I know Dalton remembers that as well as I do.
I remember when they were number 2.
Exactly.
I was going to football games then. I was itsy bitsy VJ going to those football games.
Exactly. That was really the last time they sold out Rage. I think I was at one of the last games where they sold out Raymond James when Miami.
I went. I think it was one. I remember. I've been. That was back when the Bearcats and them. Those were some fun games when they used to play Cincinnati.
Yeah.
When Cincinnati had the black gold helmets. I missed those. Oh, those games were fun. And then when they played West Virginia, those West Virginia teams.
West Virginia games were good because it was Pat White and all those guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those were the fun days.
Exactly.
Now I have stopped going, obviously, because they suck.
Oh, no, you're not the only one. There's a lot of people. And I tried to tell him, I was like, he said, even if they won the American Conference, no one was going to show up. I said, that's false because they have.
No, you should say we used to do that. We should say back when USF was good. I mean, Dad used to get the tickets from work, but we used to go because they were good.
Yeah. And then I told him, I was like, that's false because they'd be a respected program. The city buys in when USF wins. And that's the truth. And then he's like, nah, they had a solid run from 2015 to 2017, and they won some bowl games, and no one gave them any attention because they weren't.
Yeah, they did. Everybody loved Quentin.
Exactly. Quentin could
Everybody loved Marlon. Everybody loved Marquez. Everybody was Sanad. They like Dietrich. Everybody.
Is USF still getting a stadium though? Is that right?
Honestly,
they're building one on campus.
I remember that was. I know that was like at least at one point like a topic people were talking about in Florida. So I don't know if that's still a thing or not.
it is. The funny thing is, before I changed my career path, I spoke with a prominent USF alumni about this back in 2018 about the likelihood of getting a stadium. At the time, they said they were working on it, but they weren't close to finding a location. But it seems now they're close to
top on the doorstep.
But he also told me he couldn't give me the details because it was really classified. But again, like it's
classified. What is this? The military? They have a secret base underneath the stadium.
Hey, that's their thing.
Hey, they got what's it called? God, silo. Missile silo.
Oh my god.
Under USF.
Oh my
That's why they never built a stadium. That's why it's classified.
Hey, look. All you know is 1 minute I'm studying in my textbooks and stuff.
I need to stop cheesing.
Look. But this is what I got him with, and he stopped replying after this. I said again, it's false. USF at one point was going into Power 5 schools' houses and winning. For example, Auburn, UNC, Notre Dame. I was at the Florida State game that I really think is the game that put Bobby Bowden into retirement when they went up to Tallahassee and beat Florida State. And I told him, I'm like, UCF is a dominant program because they are doing what USF did, but they are doing it in greater detail. Hence why.
Put it away. Someone shoot that in. No.
And I told him, I was like, you forget prior to 2013, UCF was currently in the same state that USF is in now. It's just a matter
When was the last time USF beat UCF?
2015.
I'm trying to remember the exact year.
It was like 2015 or 2016. I know they destroyed them that year. UCF didn't win a football game when UCF went 0-12.
And then like the year after UCF came and Scott Frost actually built them.
Yeah.
And
that was when Mackenzie joined.
See, Dalton remembers
Put it in the back of the
No, I don't remember, but that just that's like
that was Kansas last year. Not last year, 2 years ago now, I guess, but
right. That's right. They beat Kansas too. I remember they played Kansas and beat Kansas, I think.
Now you need to tell Flash they put Hagel in the box. Of course they did. Boo. No, that's what I was saying. We was going to USF games, I think, up until I want to say the end of the BJ Daniels. No. Who was the quarterback after BJ Daniels?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question.
I think it was the quarterback after BJ Daniels and before Quentin Flowers. It was the Teddy Bridgewater days.
That's how bad they were. I can't even remember because those were the Skip Holtz days.
Yeah, I know. The last USF game I went to was Teddy Bridgewater beat them up. They played Louisville.
That's funny because the last USF game I went to where Jim Leavitt was the coach was 2009 against Miami. It was like Miami's first. It was Miami and USF playing for the first time, and Miami came down here and beat the crap out of them.
Damn.
Yeah, but after that, I
was
at the 2018 War on I-4. The difference is clear. UCF took over that stadium. Honestly, UCF is light years ahead of USF as
UCF took over Raymond James January this year.
Exactly.
Was it January? When did they play Florida? Was it just
I also think it's January? Is also the key with UCF too is that it's just also about recruiting. They're probably just better at recruiting.
Exactly.
Why is US? It's like USF is getting like the scraps. It's like USF is just getting the scraps.
Exactly.
Oh, who can I pick from? Oh shit, we can't pick that person.
UCF has a lazy river for the athletics. They have a lazy river, and they're renovating the stadium.
Yeah.
They actually have a on-campus stadium. What does USF have besides an indoor practice football facility?
I don't know. I've only been on campus once or twice. That's it.
I went on campus one semester. I haven't been back since January.
Yeah, when I remember like when I was touring some of the colleges in Florida too, and I went on UCF and I was like, holy shit, this is the biggest campus I've ever been on. And I was like stressed because I was just like, there's no way I could
UCF
go to
is
this
huge.
school.
Oh yeah, no, UCF is
With like the thousands and thousands of students and the applications they get, I'm just like, I'm
Oh,
going to
dude,
Stetson.
I can honestly say like UCF.
Which Stetson did you go to? The one Orlando or the one in St. Pete?
The one you're thinking about in Orlando is actually in DeLand.
DeLand. It's like north of
A little
but it's
north
north
of it.
of Orlando, yeah.
Yeah.
He was about 15 minutes away from where I am now.
That's
Damn.
almost the Orange County.
15, 20 minutes. But the thing is the school in St. Pete for Stetson Law School, that's a graduate program.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. They train lawyers.
Okay.
They train Johnny Depp lawyers.
By the way, he was him.
Hey, let's go.
Good as a hand. Let's give a golf
Shout out
clap.
to Johnny Depp because you know
Golf
what he
Dude's posting they W's.
he beat the kid.
Yeah.
Johnny
He beat
Depp.
the alligator. He beat them all. Let's go. 95 and Margot Robbie in that Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Look, I'm ready for Pirates.
And I need him back in Fantastic Beasts.
Today is the day you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
Honestly, that would have been a great thing for him to post on Twitter.
Or just say that to Amber, like right as he walks out the door.
I think he said he's
courtyard.
done with Disney, though.
I
He said
hope,
he's done with Disney.
I hope not. I want another Pirates of the Caribbean, man.
Let's
They
be
are
real.
making another one. It's just he's not in it.
Don't want to get
Margot
too
Robbie's
political.
the main.
I don't want to get too political about Disney, but I don't know who wouldn't want to be with Disney now.
Disney is
Just with all the
so-
allegations and everything else that's happened. with
Disney is gone, man. I ain't even know what the hell they doing. Everything's
Look, y'all not gonna talk about
I know.
Disney like this. 'Cause at the end of the day, I don't care. At the
No,
end of the day,
I don't. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch me some Disney.
This is about sports. This is about sports, people.
Yes.
Okay? For all you
Hey,
viewers,
Disney
it's
owns
about
ESPN.
sports.
Yeah,
Oh,
Disney
God,
does.
yeah, that's right. I forget.
I'm
about
watching a Disney app right now.
Exactly. Look at
Disney
y'all.
owns everything.
Look at y'all. And y'all gonna be and when the Lightning are in the Stanley Cup, y'all gonna be watching what? Disney.
that. Hey, they
It'll
don't
be
own
on what, ABC?
Hey, they don't own YouTube yet. I mean, that's okay.
No,
Yeah.
Google owns YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah, ABC is a
Disney.
Yes, it's a branch of Disney. So yes. So yep, get ready. But folks, that's gonna bring us to the end of this. We've had some fun discussions about Disney
Yep.
and
Everything. Johnny
yeah,
Depp.
literally everything.
NHL, NBA, some NFL talk, some USF history,
Spring's
some
in the way.
SWAC
Well,
talk,
spring's already
Morgan
here.
State.
Yeah.
Morgan
we have
State
baseball.
Morgan State talk,
Ah.
FCS National
We
Championship
hear about baseball.
Celebration Bowl. So yeah, also too, at the end of the first period, it's tied up 1-1 between the Lightning and the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Be on the lookout as we come here closer to 4th of July weekend and Juneteenth for the culture. We got some preseason breakdown videos coming out as far as
We should do it like recorded like this. We shouldn't do audio again.
that was the plan, Ace.
Oh, and
You
then we'll
get-
have the schedule in the middle.
You give it
And
you
we'll
give
do
it
it.
too much. You give it
Oh,
too
I
much.
didn't know that. You didn't tell me anything yet.
Well, see, this is why
I'm speculating. I don't know. It's to be determined. It's okay. We're not set yet.
TBD.
You never know.
Yeah.
TBD.
we're not.
It's
yeah,
still under development.
to be
You don't know
determined.
yet.
To be determined. Next
Mhm.
time we gather like this, we will be gathering with Mr. Sasser. Will be joining us, and he'll be leading us in service.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Faster, faster.
Yo, that does go.
That
Roll
goes-
off the tongue.
Let's not go back to the high school nicknames, okay?
It rolls right off the tongue. Oh my gosh. But yeah, folks, we appreciate y'all joining us this evening. We want to thank Mr. Sasser for joining us this evening. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We love you.
How he did that.
I know. I love how he did that too.
He's trying to be so official, and yet we're just a bunch of.
I'm really
goofballs.
not. I'm trying to hold back.
No, I
I'm
love
finding some
how
memes.
official he is right now because I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I'm waiting for him to give like his first period analysis of the Lightning Rangers.
Honestly, I haven't
That
been
makes
looking.
sense.
I just been looking at these notes, to be honest.
Good for you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not like
You
look at you. The
Because I didn't
studious.
know there was a script. I was just like, oh, there's a script. Okay, gotcha. Let me
Well, it's
improv
not
if
really
I
a
can.
script. It's just like what we didn't
What
talk
we were
about.
kind of talking about, yeah.
But yeah, folks, that's gonna do it for us. We appreciate you. We love y'all.
Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. And if you want to see real comedy and some seriousness, but mostly comedy, go back to the episode last week. Episode
Oh boy.
8.
Now I'm trying to remember what happened last week.
I don't know. We were flaming those idiots who said we didn't talk about nobody.
Oh,
Was
yes.
it also a little bit of this too? A little bit of
No, we don't. We don't.
We don't do it on camera.
well, not on camera.
I
you
was
know what
I
mean.
was international, but
We-
I was not doing it.
We
I
don't
say
do that here.
Okay.
We don't do that here. But yeah, y'all have a good night. Stay safe. Stay blessed. We'll see you on the next episode.